October 7th, we received notification from the Department of Integration that there were plans afoot to move 1,000 single adult males into temporary dwellings on a site in Lizzie-Woolen in Athlone. At 6 o'clock the following morning, we had heavy machinery on site, so we requested a meeting with the community engagement team. And following that meeting, and I suppose the lack of answers that we received from the community engagement team about the genuine concerns that people in the locality have, I had proposed a resolution to the members and to the district that we would move our reserve function that's provided for under the Local Government Reform Act of 2014, which essentially gives the elected members the power to introduce a prohibition order to halt or stop the provision of temporary dwellings onto a site. I proposed it, the Mayor seconded it, and it was passed unanimously. So it set in train a process where we're at the minute, in that we're approximately 5 days into a 14-day process. Unfortunately, despite the process starting, the work on the ground hasn't stopped. So the heavy machinery is still out there today. We have significant works underway, and I suppose the big question is why the Department of Integration is continuing to spend taxpayers' money on a site that is now the subject of a prohibition order.
So, in a nutshell then, in simple terms, this is a mechanism which can prevent this asylum centre going ahead. Would I be right in saying that?
It is a legal mechanism by which the local authority members, the elected members, have a power to prevent any temporary dwellings from going on any site. Both land and on water. So in this case, it was proposed to erect 150 high-performance tents and thereafter provide 250 modular homes to cater for up to 1,000 single men. So obviously they're temporary in nature. The ministerial order that was issued to us provides a planning exemption to the Minister for Integration in terms of all aspects of the Planning and Development Act under section 181(2)A of that Act. But it doesn't provide a planning exemption in terms of the Local Government Reform Act, which contains our statutory power as elected members. And that statutory power then is in a piece of legislation from 1948 called the Local Government Sanitary Services Act of that year.
Do you think that this mechanism and process would be applicable in other parts of the country that might be dealing with similar asylum situations?
So the legislation is very specific. So if you have centres elsewhere around the country or the state, if to fulfil that these centres have temporary dwellings, and if it is the view or perception of the council that they wish to take action, well then the legislation is there for them to do that. It is a reserve function that's specific to the municipal district of county council areas, and it is not just for Athlone, it's for everybody in the state.
So in that case, if somebody, a resident of an area, was concerned about the asylum situation and there were some of these temporary dwellings that were to crop up nearby, they could lobby their local councillor and say, this is something that you need to get on, and they could actually do something about it tangibly?
Yeah, so the power is invested in the elected representative of the municipal district. So should they wish to commence a process to enact a prohibition order, they have the power to do that.